nearly half among Liverpool fans compared to fans from other groups. And so this was a really powerful way of changing the norms of a group to be more inclusive and tolerant and embracing of people who are normally considered outsiders.
Now, of course, Liverpool didn't recruit Mo Salah because he was a Muslim. They were doing it because he's a great athlete who was going to score a lot of goals for them. But Mo's effect on the attitudes of Liverpool fans raises the question of whether we can deliberately create group identities that override prejudice and tribalism. You just cited the researcher Salma Musa, who's tested this idea, I understand, by trying to get Christians and Muslims to play on the same soccer teams in northern Iraq. Can you tell me about this idea of the soccer cure?
Yeah, she did this amazing study, really mind-blowing in how she pulled it off. She did this study in northern Iraq, and it was at a period of time where ISIS had caused chaos. People had been forced to flee their homes and live in refugee camps, and eventually they were liberated in 2016. And she went into these neighborhoods and created a summer soccer league. And she got a sample of Muslims and Christians, and she had them play on these summer soccer teams. And they generated a sense of connection with people from these other religions who were on their teams. Even though they didn't want to play with people from other religions, having them on their team increased their connection with them, and she measured all of these positive outcomes as a consequence of this. And it's hard to imagine a more divisive situation to walk into other than religious differences after a period of religious terrorism and people being forced to go to refugee camps. But what this showed is that being part of the same team, working towards a common shared goal, and especially I think what she found is also that teams that won, were successful at doing this, had even tighter bonds. That shows how sports and just any type of connection we can build with people working towards common purpose can bridge gaps that we might have thought were completely unbridgeable.
Now, I suppose you could say that, people cheering a soccer star or people cheering fellow members of the team, that's a cheap form of group identity. It's not as real as religion or something that is much more long-standing. But in a way, all of our group loyalties are probably shaped by similar
forces. Sports or religion.
Small accidental events that over time,
it's not all religions are all that good. It's not like,
yes,
not all sports are the same either.
It's probably best to just start small. Find any common ground you can with somebody.
And in the South, football's a religion.
By having them work together for something bigger.